Okay, we got Femcel number 3. She might be related to like number 5, but this one's just called "I Never Had a Boyfriend," and her name is Charmia. Who the fuck names a kid Charmia? Ti- Tiara. Is that her name, Tiara? Because I want to say Tyra. I'm not gonna lie. I know a girl named Tyra. Okay, Tiara. What do you have? Let's see. So I never had a boyfriend. Um, appearance wise, she looks okay. I can even let her skirt by with the hat, that little piece around her like neck. You guys can find, attractive. Sure. Let's see what her issues are.
Years old and I've never had a boyfriend. And though it may sound crazy, I feel like it's a lot more common than it seems. I feel like there are some people who've had boyfriends at my age, of course, but I feel like a lot of people
How old are you?
haven't been in like real committed relationships, like a real relationship. I've never had that
Well, like a whole lot of you girls are in favor of committed relationships with like even like a good guy. So that's y'all's issues there.
before. And there are pros and there are cons to it. I like to dwell on the pros, not the cons, but there's a few reasons why I'm in this position.
It's like, dude, like I have 2 jobs and a car now, and it like works in like everything. I can pay for my own stays and at places, still get passed up. Like I'm even fucking funny, still getting passed up.
And I've realized it. And one of the biggest reasons I feel like for a lot of women, or just people in general, I should say, I guess, is
I mean, do I need to go out more often? Sure, but I have like a means to like that I've been getting around to like do that.
dwelling on your type or like getting in like a rotating door of your type, right? A lot of us say we have a type. And I'm not talking about just the physical, which
What is your type?
can also be a thing, but just the kind of characteristics of the kind of individual that you have. Like, do they match up with what you want for a relationship? And for me, I feel like that's a big reason why I've been single because I have a type of guy. I feel like I deal with the same guy just in different bodies.
What is your type of guy? Like, let's just get into it. Don't be a lot behind the bush. Um, I'll just put out there real quick that yeah, like girls have like a major like communication issue. Like when they say like, okay, I have a type of guy, that don't tell me what type of guy I'll let you have. Like in mind, or like they'll be like, oh yeah, like I'm going out. Where you going out to? I don't tell you where you went out to.
Like it's just he just may look a little bit different, but it's the same kind of guy. And me personally, I like going for like the laid back guy, the nonchalant guy.
Are you sure? Like, why do you find that attractive? Like, do you ask yourself that?
Because in theory, I just don't want that guy that does a lot. I'm sorry. I don't really like the guys that is like always like in the middle of the party, they're dancing, they're just doing a lot. I personally am not a big fan of that. Nothing wrong with that. That's just not my cup of tea. But I feel like I want a guy to be like
I really like to have like okay, hold on.
nonchalant, right? I want a guy to be laid back. But then when it comes to me, I want him to be different. And I feel like
What? I'm trying to wait for this to make sense, man.
we have to be honest with ourselves about who people truly are because we may want a guy to act like this on the outside, but with me, he needs to act different. With me, he needs.
Dude, I need some explanations, y'all. I'm waiting for this to make sense because it's really not making sense. Like, it's really sounds like she don't know what she wants, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, this don't make sense.
And some guys are like that. But let's just be honest. If you keep talking to the same kind of guy, if they keep giving you the same kind of results and you keep having the same kind
And it's like, how are they gonna act with like like that? Like, oh yeah, like I'm so like, on the outside, I'm like a hard ass nigga. But like when I'm with her, like I'm like nice as fuck. I like chill. I don't come off like as aggressive only towards her. It's like, how about we just like, dude, like, how's this guy gonna feel about that? Like, what? Like, not only is that align too many stars, but when we just like separate ourselves like that, like that just don't make for like a good life. I'm sorry, man.
kind of problems. Why do you keep dealing with that kind of person? Probably because you're comfortable with that kind of person. Probably because you're used to that and you're like, I might as well deal with it from this type of guy than deal with it from something new. You get what I'm saying? I'm also a fan of the team reduce, reuse, and recycle. I
What? Dude, what's this mental gymnastics going on? Like, I don't, dude, like that last girl spoke, could just communicate like a lot more clearly than whatever this is going on. It's actually taking me like a little effort to like keep up with this shit. Reduce, reuse, recycle. What do you mean by that, bitch?
I keep dealing with the same guys. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like I really don't even like talking to new
Like, what do you mean by the same guy? What type of guy are you talking about?
guys because I just feel like I know what he comes with. I know what he brings. I'd rather just deal with him. And that's not good. That's why I am single and I've been single. But
I feel like you've been single because you're just not a good communicator. That's what's sticking out for me like the most out of anything I'm seeing so far. Like when you say something, okay, I'm doing like the same type of guy, like that kind of like alludes to her not being a open person. Um, like I'm not trying to say like you had to have your that to like wear your emotions like on your sleeve, but if you're trying to like explain yourself, do it in like a very clear and concise manner. Like, okay, like I'm done with like bitch made motherfuckers all the time. Like those are the same guys. I'm done with like the same hood ass niggas like all the fucking time. I'm done with like the same simp ass niggas all the fucking time. Like that can be widely interpreted and like misinterpreted, and it does kind of sound like you don't know what you really want. And she doesn't sound like she knows how that like reflects on the guy too. Now they would feel about it. Because I'm telling you now, like no guy's gonna feel good about going through that shit.
I just feel like I'm coming to terms with the fact that like I am big on communication. I am grown. I want
But you're bad at it, like blatantly. Once we're up and down on that shit now, like what the fuck?
us to communicate to each other. I want us to, if you're feeling some way, tell me. If I'm feeling some way, I should be comfortable enough to tell you.
It's like, dude, like you need to be able to be a good communicator with everyone else. So that's our major issue here. And then it's like, say like the right guy like actually approaches you, or but you're not really feeling them immediately. Are you not just gonna like communicate with them, and like speak vaguely about shit? Like it really sounds like that's what's gonna happen, honestly.
You and I feel like with a lot of the guys that I deal with the whole nonchalant, with the whole laid back, it's like they're not expressive to me. Not just in how they feel, but just even I feel like as far as treatment, like they don't make me feel cared about. They don't make me feel loved. They don't make me feel. But that's their personality.
But what does that look like though? What? Because like when we're talking about like being expressive to like someone, that could be mis. Like people can have like their own ideas of like what that is. So it's like, what do we mean really? So it's like we just have like all these terms going on, but we're not really defining them. It's like bitch. Like I think she's been looking at the source too much here, and not an actual dictionary.
And you can't get mad at people. I think that's another thing I've learned in this whole dealing with guys things is like you can't get mad at somebody for who they are. And I feel like that's a big thing too. Like if you're going through the same thing with a guy again and again and again, stop getting mad at him and actually get mad at yourself. Ask yourself, why do you keep allowing this to happen? Ask yourself, why do you keep going through this? Because that's who they are. Like you keep crying about this situation, you keep getting frustrated. Why do you keep doing this to me? Why do you keep doing this to me? And it's like that's who that person is. Like you expect it different. It's kind of like the story of what is it, the turtle and the scorpion. It's like the story of like, let's say
Talk. How about the troll in the hair? I've not heard that other shit.
it was a turtle and a scorpion. They were like on a little island or whatever, and the scorpion wanted to get to the other side of the island, but it was water, and he couldn't. He wanted to get to the other island, and he asked the turtle, "Hey, can I go on your back? Can you take me across? Because I know you could, get in water." And at first, the turtle was kind of scared because the turtle was like, "Don't sting me, like you know what I'm saying? Like I know you have poison. Don't sting me. I'll do it, but don't sting me." And the scorpion was like, "It's fine. I'm not gonna sting you. Like I just want to get to the other side." So they did. Soon as they got to the other side and reached land, the scorpion stung the turtle and killed it. And
Like, what's the point of the story, really? Like, I actually understand it more if the troll didn't die in the end. Like, what? And it's like now it's like more reachy than it has to be, yo. Oh my god, the mental gymnastics people. Like, this is not easy to think about, man.
while the turtle was dying, it kind of was just like, why would you do that? Why would you sting me? I thought we had a deal. I thought we had a. And the scorpion was like, we did, but I'm still a scorpion. Like this is what I do, and I feel like we have to be like.
This is what I do, though. Like, that'll like produce like more fear, like fear mongering. If you ask me, like, what? It's like, okay, y'all, like like sure, like you like can't just bad people to like change. Okay, so like my thing about that, like the whole like she actually has it backwards. She is the one that has to change for the guy, not the other way around. I kind of had this shit in the back of my head too, that especially a whole lot of like black bitches, they stay not wanting to fucking change for the guy. Practically all of them, especially like the freaking typical ones, like the modern typical black bitch. Like they stay not wanting to change for anyone. Like, dude, it is the most frustrating shit to deal with. And then they get loud and like frustrate your ass. And it's like, bitch, I don't even want to talk to you like anymore. Like this is obviously getting nowhere. Like that shit is especially the worst shit ever. Like I can't tell you just how bad that shit is. But yeah, girls need to realize that they need to change for the guy. Cause like the guy, like the one, like the guy tried to lead the lot of relationship anyway. But here they are being difficult. Like we don't want shit to be difficult for us. Cause we can just find like a girl, at least try to, like find like a girl that will not be as difficult. That actually knows the word submission and not put up like a front about it. And again, just not give us issues and actually control and actually can control her shit. Okay, so yeah, these black bitches just need to like learn about that shit. Or also like yeah, femininity is just out the window when it comes to those girls too. So
Like that when it comes to guys, when it comes to relationships, like you know the kind of person that this person is, so stop allowing yourself to go through these things and then getting mad at that person. Like, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep doing that? And he's just like, this is who I am. Like, yes, the person may apologize. Yes,
yeah, like this is who I am. I'm a guy with a big dick. Yeah, like I don't know what you expected, honestly. And if you don't, and then also girls. work on your dragon radars because y'all be getting like y'all be finding like the worst guys due to that shit. Like sure, like I mean, hell, you find like a guy that has like a good job, good car. His shit is actually stable, but he is the issue because that should be happening all the time too. But like, these girls, like they just want the wrong guys because it's honestly easier to find. So like we just need to be able to help ourselves here.
Yes, they may say they'll never do it again, but if they keep doing it again, it's like, who are you gonna believe? Their words or their actions? And that's my problem with my type. Like I deal with the same type of men, and I just have to get out of that. Like, but it's just so hard, y'all. Like it's
No one says it's gonna be easy. Like what? It's so hard because you don't have to. Because bitch, like not life is not easy street 24/7. That's why it's hard and like on top of like both guys and girls like filling up the dating game, but which makes it harder. But from the get go, there's some difficulty to this shit. And it's like it don't even have to be that hard if we just act like good ass people. If we act like we know what the fuck is going on. If we actually look into like a whole lot of shit and you put, say with me, y'all, effort into this shit. Like girls want to be demotivated and be discouraged when they see some difficulty. Arm bitch issue, man. Like it's the worst shit ever.
so hard. And also, I'm not big on like an outside person, so for me, it's also hard because it's like, where do y'all meet men? Where do they be at? Like, can I get the location? I promise.
Okay, like this is so that's what y'all. Well, on top of like many other things, that's what girls have in spades compared to guys. You can pay up a guy going literally anywhere. Don't have to be the club, the bar, at school, ideally school though. Because you can rarely see people there. You can pick them up literally anywhere, at a grocery store, at a fucking bus stop, at a restaurant, at like a place you're staying at, like walking around the neighborhood, literally anywhere. So use that advantage to your best benefit. Okay, like use that advantage to the fullest, and don't hesitate on that shit, because I think you'll know, but you'll basically go out more often and actually try to like say you got like and like ignore the thought of okay I don't need like a relationship because like y'all girl be lying to themselves with that shit too, with like a whole lot of shit as well. Like again, mental gymnastics. Like we're on a whole ass triathlon with this shit. Like it is actually make it way harder than it should.
I won't share it. But I don't be knowing where to find them either because I'm not like a big outside type of girl either. So it's like I don't know where to meet these men. Like I don't know where they at. Like it's
Okay, look into it.
somebody tell me. And
It's like people don't have to like tell you too. Honestly, just
another
talk
thing,
like talk to people and like that'll help you think too. I was looking to your like local spots because y'all girls stayed not having places to like, actually um meet people at, like not really, especially if it's like somewhere where you had to go out of your way to like um talk to like someone at, especially then, man. Like oh my god. Okay, let's keep
thing is
going.
too. I had to get out of being that go with the flow kind of girl. I was that for a very long time. Ladies, please get rid of that go with the flow. And the reason is because I
Well, it's funny you say that because you're the same girl that wants to live on Easy Street, like all the other girls that just want to go with the flow, on Easy Street. So,
didn't want to put pressure on the relationship. That's what I thought in my mind. I don't want to pressure him. I just want to go with the flow. Let's see how things are. In the beginning, that's cool, right? When
well, a way to do that is to not be a hard ass bitch, but get yourself in the mindset of being a motherly figure. Start there. How about that?
you're getting to know somebody, when you're
And I'm not talking about the bad moms either.
starting to talk to somebody. Talking, dating, and a relationship are three different things, and you
Toss stating the obvious. Jeez.
have to understand that. First, you talk to somebody, then you date them, and then you get into a relationship.
Like this one girl I talked to yesterday. I can't say I dated her because we didn't go out anywhere. Obviously, little girl. Like what the? It's like we're not in kindergarten now. Like we know the difference.
With them. The talking stage, I personally feel like should only last for a couple weeks. Talking is literally just talking to that person. You might FaceTime them, you might
A couple weeks. I mean, sure, but like
talk on the phone with them.
whatever.
You're
Keep
just
going.
getting to kind of know them, right? And then it goes into the dating phase of it. Dating means you're just going on dates. You're just getting to know that person. I feel like nowadays this generation confuses dating with the relationship, and it's
I'd say no, because like just like that last girl I did the video on. She said she's never been in a relationship, but she gets dates. So that's an interesting thing, though. But like even if I dated that bitch I was talking to yesterday, I would never say I was in a relationship with her. And I'll make that clear and make sure that don't get misconstrued or misinterpreted as we dated, let alone we fucked. Because I don't know what her issue is. She's not texting me back now, but calm out issue with ghosting. A going ghost yet again. But okay, anyways.
not because people assume, oh, just to take you on a date, I have to be in a relationship with you. No, what if you take me on a date and I don't like you, and now we're in a relationship? Like a lot of
No.
people get into relationships and they've never dated that person before, and I'm kind of confused
Okay.
because it's kind of like, how do you really know if you like that person? You don't. And also, ladies, do
Okay.
not count being in the house chilling as a date.
I mean that one like it kind of like depends on if y'all agree to like have that like as like a just so I don't stretch it. Ideally, yes, like go out with someone like and say that's the date. And if y'all don't agree to like that being a date, then wasn't a date then. But like it just don't help when I say it like that because it just sounds silly. But okay, yeah, good. Just go out with someone and just say that's the date to make it easier on like everyone like that, please.
No, no. Let's go outside. I say that to say it does not have to be $1 million date. It does not mean y'all have to go to an expensive restaurant. Y'all could go to something nice. Not even something that's
Just not McDonald's, please. That would also help.
like inexpensive. Y'all could go to the movies. Y'all could go. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to spend $1 million, but go outside. The reason why I say that is to say when you're inside your home, they're inside their home. They're comfortable, and there's a
Uh
way that
huh.
people act around you when they're comfortable, right? It's
Okay.
easy for them to just put on a show, put on, a different kind of personality, that one that you probably would like. And some people do it on accident. Like some people genuinely, they just when they get around women and they just put on a certain kind of charisma about themselves that make you want them. But when you're outside, sometimes it's harder to keep that charisma. It's harder to keep
Okay.
that fake show on. And also see how they interact with other people. You may say this guy is so cute. Oh my god, we be on the phone all night and he's so sweet. And then you get outside and he's rude to the waiter. Red flag. You get outside and he's acting a fool. You get outside and he's belligerent and he's this and he's that. Get to
She's belligerent. Okay, like I can already tell that she dates like none but black ass coon ass niggas. But okay, so like that one, I think I'd say sure people don't usually think of that. So I just really see that with like girls, but like that's a good reason why I say like yeah, get to know someone for a good year before actually deciding to like be in like a relationship with them or like a good year or so because you actually have a good idea of how they are at any given moment. Honestly, not just on the phone. Like that don't help. Like what? Well, I'm dating someone because they're nice to me on Skype or Discord. Like that just sounds stupid, man. Being honest, like dude, it's just that I don't be hearing that shit, so that's why I'm like, I don't be bringing that up. It just sounds silly. So hold on, like why that sounded good, like the way she's like putting it. I figure people would think that anyway. It's in the back of their mind. I hope that I won't be seeing that. Like, because again, I feel like that's something that I don't have to like expand on. Because again, like I said, know what someone is at any given moment. What the hell? Why did this appear? I got a weird notification. I'm sorry. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. So okay. So little girl, you never had a boyfriend. So like, that's so like that little thing there. I think that's what she got from like what she heard from her like girlfriends or like saw in other like relationships. Well, I'll bring up. So okay.
know this person. Go
Oh
on
my god.
dates with them. Go outside with them. Do not get the excuse of, oh, I like staying in the house, or oh, let me cook for you, or oh, somebody else could do that. Ladies, require men to take you on dates. Dating is important. And
Okay.
also, you can date multiple people. I know some people are going to come at me
Yes.
for this. You're supposed to actually do that. Like I said, dating is
Okay, that one's kind of contentious, kind of, because what I say personally on that one is like, if you want to be like promiscuous, uh, just limited. Don't be going all out with it. Like, just have like two or three partners if you can get that. Like, even two, like two can make for an exciting life. Be promiscuous between. And then I say sure, expand on that further for the dating scene. What for your own dating scene? See how much mod you can get out of that. See what you like and don't like, and yeah, you should be able to just go from there. But the issue is people usually can't get any dates or something like that, like the whole like promiscuity thing. Like they actually fuck other people while dating someone. Like a whole lot of people still struggle with that because of their own issues.
it's just getting to know somebody. What if you go on one date with this man and you don't like how he acts? You're like, you know what? I don't even like, but you don't cut off everybody else like you're in a relationship. Like y'all exclusive. You don't cut off everybody else. You don't stop talking to everybody else, dealing with anybody else because this guy took you on one date. You can date multiple people, because also dating does not mean you have to be intimate with this person either. Just because you're dating and you're going
Okay.
on dates, you're getting to know them. I'm not saying you have to date 12 people, but if you want to date 2, 3 people, you're just getting to know them, that's fine. Figure out which one you really like. Figure out which one you really want to be with. That's like going to college, right? When people go to college, they be going to college visits. Why would you only go to one college visit? Why would you get what I'm saying? You're going to prom. You try on multiple dresses. Why would you only try on one dress? Like, we always want more options.
Okay.
Why? To figure out which one you genuinely like.
Yeah, like that. Like I remember I spoke on that before. Like yeah, if you can get like the multiple partners thing, like the multiple dates thing, get that ASAP. And what I want to like just speak on like on more if you're sure with that shit, um, go out more, see who you bump into often outside, find places you don't mind being at, and I kind of want to actually like speak about something real quick because I kind of saw like forgot about it and like a good video or two. Um, I guess kind of knows that she doesn't talk about fucking. So okay, so like I said before that girls just don't want to fuck in general. Like they just don't go in that direction a whole lot of the time. Um, unless they're a freaking nympho or something. That had to be what's the word? They need to be not convinced, motivated, sure, but they had to get there with someone. Compelled, there we go. They had to be compelled to fuck. Like actually be satisfied with the person, to where okay, I'm very compelled to be around this person and have the actual need of type fuck them. Like that's how this kind of works. And if that isn't happening, and one thing I know is like with the girl that was kind of trying to mess with lie with me, she kept going towards my direction often. Like that's the actual attraction there. If you don't get that, then yeah, most of not ask about fucking after that. Or like if she goes to you, yeah, especially then.
Did you know that the most
Bitch, I don't want to fucking care. Fucking ads, man. Wish I had this shit have ad block. I'm using like another browser. So okay.
The same thing. Like I said, you don't have to be intimate with these men. You are just getting to know them. Now, if you want to exclusively date, or y'all say, hey, we're exclusively dating each other, that's fine as well. But that takes another form of communication. And I feel like nowadays a lot of people are scared, or just in general. Sometimes when you're young, you're scared to communicate because you don't know what this person might feel or whatever the case may be. But then also, you also don't have to have that person in your business unless you guys come to terms with the fact that you're exclusively dating. But if you don't, that person doesn't have to be in your business. I say that to say, date, ladies, date. I feel like for me, another reason why like I'm
But what if they don't have the need to date? What then? Because I be hearing this shit often nowadays. Like, where's your motivation? That's when you gotta pull out Virgil, man, because he be asking what's gonna motivate them to date more people. Because they be swearing up and down they don't need a guy. Like, it's why want to date a guy? Like straight up, they be saying that shit.
single for so long is because as soon as I start talking to a guy and getting to know a guy, I cut off everybody else. And then when that doesn't work out, I'm back.
What? We cutting off everyone? What? What type of shit?
I'm at the bottom of the barrel. I have nothing left. There's nothing. There's no one. Everyone.
Well, it would help if you didn't cut people off like that. Like, whoa, what the fuck? So like that's an issue I see. I don't want to say often, but I see as a major thing regardless. When you're in a relationship, relationship, engaged, married or otherwise, have a motherfucking support system anyways. Because you never know. If you need to help someone, yourself, get out of a sticky situation, like a breakup, like losing a job, or you both lost a job, and now the relationship's fucked because of it. So have a support system, invest in it, please. It'll do y'all a major favor.
one is gone because I cut them off. Why would I do that? This man never said we were exclusive. This man never. But me, I'm over here like, oh, I don't want to date multiple people. I don't want to get to know multiple people. And also, the dating phase should be happy. The dating phase is part of the cupcake phase. I'm not saying it everything has to be perfect, but if y'all already arguing in the dating phase, y'all already getting mad at each other, pissed off at each other, it's kind of like it's a foreshadow to the relationship, right? The dating phase is where you kind of get to see.
So that's something I don't know. Like, like when I picture like me dating someone, I'll picture myself being mad at them. Like, I don't know about you, little girl.
People red flags, stuff like that. A lot of times, the things that you let pass by in the dating phase, the things you let just, oh no, that's fine during the dating phase, are a lot of times the things that end the relationship. But going into it becoming a relationship, ladies, he needs to ask you to be his girlfriend. Do not go with the all of a sudden, oh yeah, this is my girl, or this my, yeah, what? Not me. Not me. You ain't asked me. You didn't. It's another thing with communication. I feel like for me, I went with the flow. I was just seeing how things go. No, if a man wants you, make him put his foot down. Like, let's just really be honest about this. If you really want to be with me, say you want to be with me. What is going on? You too scared to say that? You too scared to what? They don't be scared to ask for other stuff. But they scared to ask you to be their girlfriend. They scared of, oh, well, I just thought, we was going on dates. I just assumed. Assume what? No, ask me to be your girlfriend. If you want me to be your girlfriend, ask me to be your girlfriend. Ask to be in a relationship with me. You are not.
It's like, yeah, like communication. Like, I don't know what you expected, little girl, but okay.
In a
Anyways, keep
relationship with a
going.
man. You are not a man's woman until he asks you. Do not start calling. Listen, I'm telling you, I will get your feelings hurt. That's gotten my feelings hurt before. I'm out here thinking, oh, I'm thinking that's my man. I'm thinking so. Whole time, he hit me with the.
No, I mean like there's that, but if y'all agree to like be in like actual like a relationship though, and he introduces his like friends like to you, yeah, don't pull that shit like because I would not be surprised if bitches do that shit, man. And then all it takes is like one night too to like fuck that status up. Like I understand there.
I mean, we were just chilling. We were just going on dates. We were just, and I'm thinking, but I assumed that meant we were together. But it was my fault. He never said that. Pay attention to what they say. Make them stand on what they say. Because then if stuff happens, you be like, but didn't you say? You could hold somebody to that. But if people don't say nothing, it's a he thought, she thought. It's just thoughts, right? You never really know. So that's another thing. And a big thing too, I feel like another reason why I'm single is because I've really built up my standards, right? I'm a big advocate of who you date is a reflection of your confidence. I feel like a lot of, and I'm not just talking about looks. I'm not just talking about looks. I'm talking about who that person is, like genuinely, who you.
But it's like, girl, like we don't really know, honestly. Also, I want him to like act a certain way. I I want him to like act differently, on the outside compared to like how he acts with me. It's like I mean, even with that, like I'm not saying like hit him on to like be with you, like he has to like project that onto like others. Like nah, like from a natural personality standpoint, that's what I'm trying to like talk more on and like touch on. So it's like, okay, because she did define it, like she wants like the like bad person, but like for the hour per the like projection, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm struggling on. If we were to even follow that, like again, like I think she's only talking about niggas. Like no other race too, so I kind of don't help either. But wait, hold on, man. She has a preference. You know what that sounds like? She has the a skin tone preference. Cause nigga, I will tell you all day, every day, I don't have a skin tone preference. I don't know about y'all. Oh my god! I hope no one says that to me, man. So I'll call that out, especially immediately. Like, dude, what the fuck?
You date is a reflection of your confidence. And oftentimes, too, like you know who somebody is. You have to be honest with yourself about it. And when I say who you date, it's kind of like when you're dealing with men, how you let a man talk to you, how you let a man treat you, how you let a man make you feel about yourself is a reflection of your confidence. Because if you're not confident, you're gonna let a man talk to you any kind of way. You're gonna let a man, and if you do let men talk to you any kind of way, deal with you any kind of way, you're constantly repeating yourself. Let me tell you, baby, you're not confident. I'm just tell you right now, you're not confident. And it's probably something in you need to dig in. A lot of times people get into relationships and they always go to the relationship for confidence and go for the relationship for, you know what I'm saying, fulfillment. And it's like I feel like that's why when a lot of people get out of relationships, they be like,
Okay, so like I'll say if for this one is learn about push and pull, because Showing say God rest like his like soul, because if y'all know him, yeah, like Erica, like he like talked about that shit, and I'm like, yeah, like the push and pull thing is like important to like test out. Okay, like maybe I can get away with saying this, like maybe I can get away with it, actually calling her like a bitch or like a freaking stupid hoe, and like that's fun to like mess with or not. So I'd like, and like at that point I'd like push back or like refrain from doing that. So as long as long as y'all find a way to like make that sort of thing fair too, that'll help the like relationship as well.
oh, let me get my revenge body. Let me start getting in the gym. Let me start focusing on me. Oh, I'm single. Da, da, da. And it's like, no, you should have been
What?
doing that in the relationship. Like, just because you're in a relationship does not mean you need to forget yourself. Does not mean you need to take away standards for yourself. And I feel like it goes within, the confidence that you have in yourself, but you have to make confidence. You have to build up your own confidence. I do have a video about confidence, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but I say that to say I feel like that's another reason why, because I know the kind of men that I deal with. A lot of times we do. Like I said, I know my type. And I feel like some
Okay, like you know your time, but I don't think you've still like communicated like what your type is well, or at least not well enough, where like you feel that come into your life, um, they won't really get it, and that's like it. Like it's sort of doubtful that you're even open to even say like what your type is to like other guys. So like she's kind of like these problems, come down to like just being pretty well, like, they come across as pretty like fabricated. Because a whole lot of this she can just avoid by working on herself. Like I don't think she's actually said much to actually it actually gives us like the reassurance that she's actually working on herself. So I don't help her either. Okay, and then it's like, okay, does she see the need to like work on herself? Because all we really have is that she's like confident and shit. Okay, well, like, how far does that get you, like in life? And then also, like, can you tell me when you offer a guy in like the relationship, it is like a lot that he can like chew on, to where um he won't try to like go towards like another girl. I still need like that to be answered. Like a whole lot of this, like when I actually pose like the more basic questions, like a whole lot of them just not being answered. People, like, I'm not sure if y'all are noticing.
sometimes I let it stall out until I feel like stuff is getting a little serious, and then my confidence kick in. I'm like, wait, I ain't even going for that. I'm not going for it, and that's bad on my fault because it's like you knew what it was coming. You know what I'm saying? You knew what.
And then like let me also put this out too. I mean, do I like to like see confidence in like a girl? I mean, yeah, sure, but I say like my number one thing, especially nowadays, is whether a girl is like can't cooperate. I'm not seeing a whole lot of that with her. Like, jeez, man, it's like a whole lot of stuff. All like on her end is like really doubtful and like fearful stuff that she's dealing with. It's like, okay, you can actually alleviate that by testing the waters with multiple guys. Sure, they have to be open to it, but something that you have to kind of test out through various means, right? By texting them, or texting back, or they trying to like talk to like other girls. How much do you really like the guy? Like, there's still some few X factors you got to like sort through. But real quick, I need to use it. I need to use it for fucking 30 minutes, man. Shit. Okay, so back again. Sure, try to like wrap this shit up. Got like what, 7 minutes left? No, yeah, yeah. This could have been rougher. She could have been talking about some dating apps, but thankfully we're straying away from that this time. That would got me too, man. But she's actually advocating for people to like go out and shit. We have at least that, and confidence. Now it's like, okay, what can I offer in like a like relationship? It actually makes someone want to stay with me. It's like steps, people. Like we need them. We need to see them.
What it was hitting for, and now you gonna. That's my fault. I know it's a trait of mine I'm trying to get rid of, but I can't. Like,
Go
you
back.
knew what it was coming. You know what I'm saying? You knew what it was hitting for, and now you gonna. That's my fault. I know it's a trait of mine I'm trying to get rid of, but I can't help it. What's that song? I can't leave him alone. All right,
Really, how?
we can act like that ain't just happened. But I say that to say, like, I don't know. Like, I'm a big advocate. Like, how you let a man treat you shows how you value yourself. I'm sorry. Like, me personally, I just feel like I've worked on myself so much in this time being single. Like, there are pros to being single, and I feel like it's working on yourself. Like, I dedicate so much time to myself, whether it's self care dates, whether it's trying to keep up with myself, whatever kind of thing. So it's like,
When you like keep up with yourself, do you mean by going to like nail and hair salons all day every day? Because I do see that you have some really nice hair. Um, but I do kind of see that you're kind of like the material girl. Like, we're leaning on that side, kind of heavy. So if you can help that,
even letting a man try to give me a piece of him, even letting a man trying to half-ass me, I'm not going for that. But I'm not going for that for the simple fact that
huh?
I've taken so much time to build up myself, whether it's reading books, whether it's podcasts, whether it's, you know what I'm saying? I be trying to go to the gym. Like, when you really commit to yourself, you no longer let BS in because your value is so high. It's kind of like having.
Okay, now, how much do people like validate you? And because I can see it, like, while she says that she deals with like the same type of guys, quote unquote, whatever that means. I'm not too sure. I see her just doing like the same type of like girls that just validate her all day. So you could be doing all of that and still fuck it up. Like it's very possible. I'm not sure if you knew.
a resume, right? Imagine you have a resume. You got all this stuff in your resume. You
And so you have like a good resume, quote unquote. Let's just go with that. But I never had a boyfriend though. And let's say she's like 24 right now. That means we're like fucking up somewhere. Whether it's like list like four things, our dragon radar, us coming off as overconfident, us coming off as like arrogant, or us not willing to like change. I have like a few other things popped like in my head, but let's just go with those. Like those are kind of swimming in her issue pool right now, because of her shit.
all these degrees, all these accolades, internships, jobs, and imagine a job being like, okay, we're gonna pay you $10 an hour. You're gonna be like, get out my face, please, get out my face before you get dealt with. That's how you need to be with these men. But sometimes you don't feel like that.
Okay, what if you don't? Okay, what if like you say that, like all the time with like jobs, and like the job market is like absolute trash, kind of like the dating market. You're like, okay, let me just settle for whatever I can get, because I can kind of like see it. Like she has an arrogance issue. Like she has like too much saying pride. Like I called out the saying pride in like multiple videos before when it comes to these bitches. It's like calling out Vegeta. Like we don't need you to freaking be talking to Kakarot. We need to know that I'm the principal of sin. Like hold on, Vegeta. Like we need to calm down. Like put down the Saiyan armor. Like we ain't trying to box right now. Vegeta ass bitch. Like all that saying pride, y'all. Like we need to control that shit.
Because you haven't built up your self resume. Like I said, go to my confidence podcast. I mean, a podcast. Go to my confidence video. I talk more about that. But I say that to say, I feel like that's another reason why I've been single. No shade to men, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's a little shade. I just feel like men, maybe it's the kind of men. No, I'm gonna be honest. It's not even their fault because, like I said, they are who they are. I can't change them. It's the kind of men that I deal with, and like I said, I'm team reduce, reuse, recycle. I keep doing that, but it's like
What does that mean? Like what? Reduce, reuse, recycle. We're not talking about papers, girl. Like what the fuck? Reduce. What do you mean? Like what the fuck? Like where'd that come from? And she's like, oh, like I've been working on like communication. Like communication is big for me. You're still not good at it. Like I'm so confused, girl. Like what the fuck? Oh,
like I feel like I don't let it get to a relationship sometimes because the standards that I have for myself are like I'm not gonna allow half-ass. So it's like sometimes I allow myself to have fun with that.
and it's like, what do you mean by half-ass? Like I can't. Like, ever since I was so fucking confused on, man. I'm sorry, y'all. She just hasn't been defining anything
Type like
practically.
at the end of the day, I'm like we're not in a relationship. We're not. You get what I'm saying? Exclusive. Like we're just having fun. Like that's cool. But if you think I'm gonna let you be my boyfriend, no. And that's the issue because it's like if you want a boyfriend,
Is that what you mean by half-ass? I'm still not too sure.
you can't be playing around with these men, with these boys who you know are not gonna be boyfriend material. And that's what I do. And that's
And so like how young are you dating? Like I need to know that too, because like over time, I'm sure like a guy that's like 20 nowadays is a lot less mature than like someone that's like 20 like 5 to 10 years ago. Like it's like something that I've been noticing. And like yeah, do you get man children in their 40s? Yeah, they still do, but he talking about the free exceptions to the fucking rules. But you're dealing with suburb ass niggas in their early 20s. I don't know what you expect, and especially if they don't have a job. I don't know what you expect because that's not a good move. I'm willing to bet anyone can tell you that.
Part of my fault. We have to be honest with ourselves too. You know, like let you after knowing a guy for a certain amount of time, you can pick up on signs. I mean, we don't know everything, even though we like to think we do, but sometimes you know if he's boyfriend material. You know if he's and we deal with him and we even say it to our friends, oh I'm just bored, or I'm just this, or I'm just that. Whole time, girl, before you know it, you're head over heels. Like you're bored, go read a book. You're bored, go start that business. Like that's just how I am about it. But I definitely could say one of the pros to being singles, like I said, is taking time for myself. Like really learn. One thing I've learned is a lot of people don't know themselves. Like a lot of people, because if you think about it,
Well, a lot of people don't know how to like think. Also, the pros of being single. I guess if I go there, heartbreak. But if you don't know yourself, look into yourself. Ask yourself a fuck ton of questions because people don't realize there's a whole lot going on into being a fucking human being, let alone a whole fully functional human being that can function in modern society and actually possibly be altruistic and make things progress in society. Like, it takes a whole lot of effort, a ton of questioning. That's why I bring up a whole lot of shit and my pauses be 10 minutes long. Y'all don't be thinking enough. Yeah, I can see it like in her, she don't be thinking enough. Like actually she thinks a good amount, but we still need to give her to like, get that boyfriend around, to get that date around. Uh, and I'll tell you, like one of the main things with her is that she has a arrogance problem.
you work Monday through Friday. You work what 8? Some people work 10-hour shifts, and then it's like you try to eat. Some people try to also go to the gym. You try to get in a little bit of entertainment, whether it's social media, whether it's TV, and then it's like you try to also keep up
I tell you too that you need to just stray away from social media whenever possible.
a social relationship with your friends, and then you also got your family, and then it's just day-to-day house stuff. You got to wash dishes, you got to wash clothes. Like it's so much stuff to keep up.
Also, I need to cover like the whole parenting stuff because like parenting, like modern parents are in the worst situation practically ever. Like, it is extremely bad.
And then we get 2 days
Okay, so let's say it's back up. So let's try that shit again. I think once it like cut out. So I should have like recorded this shit, man. So I don't have that shit. Go ahead by like this much. So we got 4 minutes left. Let's try to like dash through it.
go to the gym. You try to get in a little bit of entertainment, whether it's social media, whether it's TV, and then it's like you try to also keep up a social relationship with your friends, and
So yeah, like I was saying, it's already like keep up with like social media. Well, like keep up with your friends on social media. Like that can be fine. But I'll tell you all day, every day, to like stray away from online. If you'll be using that shit too much, where it's like a habit and shit. Not only habit, but some people are getting around to like needing therapy for. Like, why like are you going on social media? And they be like, I don't know, I just have a feeling to. Okay, like why is it satisfying to like see all this shit? Like why can't you break away from it? I don't know. People be having issues with that. So don't be like those motherfuckers. Actually get around to going out, especially if you have like your like together and like stable, like you have a whole lot of steps, like like stability. Go out, go places where you don't mind being at. Make it a thing for you. I tell you that all day, every day.
then you also got your family, and then it's just day-to-day house stuff. You gotta wash dishes, you gotta wash clothes. Like, it's so much stuff to keep up with, and then we get 2 days out of the week to be like, all right, have fun, be free. And then it's like, there's birthday parties, there's holidays, it's so much stuff. And then you add in a relationship, and you really sit here and be like, I don't really know much about myself. And I feel like we saw that with COVID, because a lot of people always talk.
No, it didn't start with COVID. Hold on, like this whole thing has been like I think way the fuck before COVID. Like I'll personally argue that this whole OnlyFans thing was a way far bigger disaster that like destroyed society than like whatever freaking happened like with the 19 shit. Because like nowadays we don't really talk about it, thankfully. Like that sounds when people rub a few brain cells together. A whole lot of stuff started from online, and with the whole virus thing, the whole OnlyFans thing, the whole TikTok thing, the Fortnite thing, like there have been just so many things that have been just plaguing society that make us want to be more dependent on things than other people. And it's like a whole lot of it like makes you just move towards like online shit, be overly dependent on it. So yeah, go out, find places you don't mind being at, and think for the future. If you do find like some friends to like be around that that can stand your annoying ass, find places that you can take them to, and it'd be a nice time. Also, and of course, like if you have like an arrogance thing like this bitch does, like work on that too, of course.
There's holidays, it's so much stuff. And then you add in a relationship, and you really sit here and be like, I don't really know much about myself. And I feel like we saw that with COVID, because a lot of people always talk about, oh, I need a break, oh, I need a break, oh, I need a break. And then you got a break for how many months? And a lot of people went crazy.
Stop asking research questions to.
What the fuck, man? I need a break. What the fuck, dude? That's some that's some modern bitch shit. I only hear that from your freaking typical ass modern bitch with that shit, man. I be easy street shit, man. I feel like a whole lot of people don't know them themselves though, and I feel like she needs to know like know even more about herself to actually get a boyfriend, uh, and like find places to actually get a better selection of like men, because you can't find it in like a rundown suburbs, like certainly not. Um, like try to go in like northern areas or like places with like very nice buildings. That'd be a good bet. And please just like talk to like people other than your girlfriends. Please just we stay avoiding that one.
Like, we're just depressed, a lot of people. But you said you wanted this. Why? Because you've never been that alone with yourself before. You don't know yourself. Like, you were in the house for a certain amount of time, you don't even know what you like. Let's just be honest. And I feel like that's one of the pros that I've gotten out of being single. It doesn't mean everybody single knows that, but I think one
How about the pros of not talking to your female friends? Like, can you think of some?
thing I've gained, or I've noticed, or I've benefited from, is like, wait, I don't know myself that much. Let me get to know myself. Because also, when I do get into a relationship and I do get my man, because I am gonna get a man, I know myself more.
When I do get mixed, like, I'm gonna get it, man. Like, but you never had a boyfriend. Oh my She wants to swear up and down on so much shit, dude. But she never had a boyfriend. That's what's getting me right now. So, Vegeta, calm down with your shit. Humble yourself. Like, learn the big H word right now. That really help you.
So it's easier to sway somebody. It's easier to change somebody that doesn't know themselves. Contrary to somebody that knows themselves, it's harder because it's like you have standards for yourself already.
So, like, you know what I want to see? I want to see a girl that is very fucking humble, is caring about a lot of motherfuckers, and if a guy comes to her with an issue, mainly physically, and the guy's actually good to her, I want to see if any issues come out of that. Because the moment I tell y'all that we've only seen videos like these. She won't do a single video that's like this. Also, I never had a boyfriend because, bitch, you be so big headed. You already have a big ass head, so we need to work on that. Like, let me have the big head. Like, people don't want to see two of that.
Going to the gym, whether it's you eating healthy, whether it's you waking up at a certain time.
And it's like, bitch, you can go to the gym, work on your 20 push ups per rep, all you want. But if you still big headed, if you still not willing to freaking change how you are personally when it comes to an interpersonal standpoint, like we gonna be stuck, like like more stuck than Chuck right now.
Going to sleep at a certain time. You have standards for yourself, and when them standards start to sway, it's easier for you to have like a point of reference. Like, whoa, no. Let's bring it back. This person brings this out of me. This person bring that out of me. But if you aren't like that, if you don't have those standards for yourself, it's
okay. Can you name a time where that happened to you though? Like you're really laying the video to do that, but you can pull it out.
Easy for somebody to sway you and change you, and especially for women who were in relationships since a young age. I know a few women who were relationships, long-term relationships, since they were 15, 16, 17, and now they're grown, and it's like they really don't know themselves by themselves. The time where they were supposed to get to learn themselves and make a couple mistakes, and they learned themselves with somebody else. So it's like it wasn't fully them. You get what I'm saying? The things that they did were altered by another individual's perception, another individual's life, another individual. And I don't know, that's one thing I definitely have been honing on in. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, girl, but you want a man. I do want a man. I'm not gonna lie, I do want a man. I'm not gonna lie.
But you don't want to change. Like, where's your willingness to change though? Especially for a man.
Only at night, sometimes I get bored. I be wanting to go on another date besides just self dates.
Oh man, but she said dating app. Oh man. We're going on another dating app. Like, hold on. She's done bullets with that one.
Time, I feel like people who are single, have been single, use this time to focus on you. Like, don't be single for 23 years, 25 years, and then get into a relationship and you still don't know yourself.
Like that one girl that was 26, telling some she never had a live relationship.
Go on self-care dates. Do things from when you were a child. Like, even when I was younger,
self-care dates. Like, no, that's what that other bitch said. And she was still single. I don't care if she was 22, but she was still single because she talking some self-care, spoiling herself, and you're like, then like a girl, and then like a guy will come into your life.
My mom
that shit, man.
I recently got a puzzle, and I like doing that here and there. My mom used to color with us, so like I got adult coloring books. You don't have to do everything every single day, but just kind of like do things from your childhood. Find like the little passions about yourself, the things you like about yourself. Like, don't always feel like you have to tie yourself to a man and your happiness to a man. Learn your happiness, learn your self-worth, learn yourself without a man. So when you get in a relationship, you got everything, and he's just an add-on. Contrary to a lot of people.
He's just an add-on, though? Can you imagine the opposite, little girl? Like, I think you need to, like, So she wanna like so she that's where she has this backwards. She's trying to be the man, but it's like, girl, you're the woman. Like you're a few syllables off here. You're supposed to submit to the man, and look where that got you. Since you don't want to do that, I've never had a boyfriend. Get the wrong shit.
It's like their everything is their man, and without their man, they don't have nothing. And a lot of people don't even realize it until they lose that man because they feel like they lost themselves.
I mean, like I said before, I had that support system, but yeah, confidence will actually help you there. Motherfucking damn, I had this shit. I was like, I'm on the thing. Come at me later. Like, it's no big deal right now.
That was a little bit.
It's not a big deal.
But as always, thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. Hopefully, in the next up and coming months, I do get a man and I can talk about that.
This upcoming months though, I do get, man. So how to get out our comfort zones. Again, spend 5 minutes because man, we need to like wrap up. I might over by like 10 minutes than expected when it comes to like doing like all the shit for like as a stream, dude. Um, you're on your bed. This is what I'm talking about. The very first thing, am I in line of sight? You're on the best path. Y'all aren't criticizing her. Stagger money and travel and experience different things. Y'all aren't criticizing her. Y'all just dick sucking. This is the shit I was trying to talk about. Key phrase. You can't be mad at them for who. Obviously. But that's not the issue here. Oh my god, people. We're just like not doing the right shit. I'm 29 and literally made a video rant on this. I'm saving myself for marriage. Good, okay, good. Because dating these days is unpredictable. Well, yeah, I don't know what you expected. Like, it's unpredictable. There's some unpredictability to dating. Yeah, like just like life. Like, hello. Also, only a husband has access to my body, not a boyfriend. What? Like, okay, most guys, like, I talked to guys about this too. Most guys want you to be experienced in the bed. Hello, Thompson. Only a husband has has access to my body, but it's like y'all bitches, they not want me fucking in general. I heard about marriages where like a couple don't be having sex for years, plural years. And whenever I hear that shit, I'm like, what type of shit? How? But that's nonsense. A lot of guys usually tell me that it's their biology that that they want sex most of the time, yeah. But I knew better? What? What the fuck? My abusive mother, aunt, grandma may thought differently, but the cycle ends with me. What are you talking about? Yeah, 19, no first kiss, no first time, no first date. not even ha- not even a handhold. It's content, but what are you talking about? What's up, dude? This bitch has it bad too. I don't think that bitch knew what she wanted either. It's like genjutsus. like, like she been hit by Tsukiyomi like years ago. Like I don't know, like maybe one of her parents was a Uchiha. 21 and never had a boyfriend or been in a relationship. I do feel weird. A lot of people always ask me why, and some people just don't believe me. I know what I want. Are you sure? And I know the guy that I want. Are you sure? I do have standards for myself. Are they too high? It's not like they're too high then. And I will not lower the sea. Like, dude, like the unwillingness. It's like, dude, that has to be like the most unattractive thing for like a woman. Like the unwillingness, the saying pride. Like we're just spreading that shit. Like, oh, saying pride, y'all. Saying pride. We're all sayings out here. We're all descendants of Vegeta, and then see, I do tend to notice that a lot of people my age or around my age that are not in a relationship or who never had a boyfriend or girlfriend um are more focused and driven, therefore know exactly what they want in a partner. You don't have to be single to like just um like introspect. Like it'd be ideal for you to like introspect while you're in like a relationship. Like it sounds like all these a lot of time like these people are speaking for others that are just complacent in like a relationship where you're supposed to keep improving in like a relationship. Like don't let the relationship be the end all be all for your shit. Like while you're around the person or like not around them, you need to be improving anyway. And also we live in a society, so it really helped to see others improve anyway. That's awesome motivation. I'll also like motivate you to do better for each other. It's like I don't know what it is, but like a lot of relationships, like people just don't be making friends with others. Like I never got that. Like that sounds a whole lot of like complacency there. Right? Okay, graduate 23, 24 Feb. So never had a boyfriend. Yeah, like I don't think she knows what she's doing. Anyways, it's very common. Don't let it stress you. I mean, yeah, it's become more and more common because I've been doing like a whole video series out of this. Like, yo, man, been one the same. It's because we have high standards. Yeah, and she replied to it. Yo, I agree. She even agreed. So maintain your standards and maintain that same pride, girl, because you need it. Oh, yeah, girl. Like, what the fuck, man? What the? Also, haven't been in a like relationship before or had a boyfriend. I have standards and I know what I want. Like when y'all say that y'all know what y'all want like that, I can't help but to sense like the same pride behind that shit. Like about to like got a gun or phone flash a nigga. So try phone phone flashing some titties. But anyways, see, I'm 30, never had a boyfriend. Okay, never had a girlfriend. Just very regular. Robert, you need help. Can't can't see their reply for that for some reason. But you're 30, dude. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, dog? Like, literally, because, like, girls like seeing guys doing shit instead of being in a room all day. Like, there's no attractive like about that. So you don't rush and enjoy your singleness. And don't waste your time and energy on people who don't deserve it. Wish I gave myself the same advice. What the heck? I've yet to see anyone criticize her. The only thing that came close to that was that I'm not even sure if that's even like criticism. Cause that sounded like dude was trying to like give out like a sentiment than anything. Like we have high standards. I want a cute. Okay, I think she meant type for like romantic relationship, and you won't be up for anything. And you won't be for anything else. What? Don't lower your stand, dude. Like, dude, the singing pride, dude. So yeah, she has like a major pride issue. She didn't know what it is to like be like an actual woman, and yeah, she needs help. She needs a lot of help with that, and she don't see like what's wrong with that either. So she needs help with insight on that shit. But hey, those are my hot takes. Comment this hot take central, and I'm out.